ESPN post compared Dirk's 2011 title run to KD's title runs with the Warriors, to which KD replied, "Wipe the tears." Classic. Antoine, is KD ever going to stop?
No, he's probably not going to ever stop because obviously, and the truth hurts sometimes, but I mean, KD went to a team that had won 73 games, had 3 All-Stars on it, that were doing pretty good at getting to finals and competing for championships, and he went and joined them. And you don't really see that often when you see guys of his caliber. At this time, this guy's probably the second or third best player in the league, and go join a team like that with 3 other All-Stars. So he's always going to have this over his head no matter how much he tries to deny it. But you know, competitors and guys will never respect the fact that he went over and played with Golden State. It's just something he's going to have to get past. And obviously he played great with Golden State, but going on to a team that won 73 games and obviously 3 All-Stars on it, possibly 3 Hall of Fame guys as well, people just not going to respect him as much.
Oh, jeez, Antoine. I respect it. I want more of this. More KD. He's actually taking his foot off the gas pedal a little bit, Nick. I wanted more Twitter, more Instagram from KD. I support him 100%. Stop making fun of the Warriors titles. He's great. Wipe the tears. He's right. More social media presence from Durant.
Oh,
God. Yes, more.
Wild. Antoine, I appreciate you for speaking the truth on this. That's first of all. Second of all, KD, once again, it was a question. On that graphic, it said true or false. KD could have ignored it. He also could have said false. But the right answer, unfortunately for him, is true. It's not just that Dirk cemented himself as a top 20 all-time player with that ring. People forget, because everyone just thinks about LeBron's meltdown in the finals. They swept, the Mavs did, the 2-time defending champion Lakers. They annihilated KD's Thunder 4-1, and then they beat LeBron and the Heat in the Big Three for the title. Like, all championships are not created equal. LeBron's 1 in Cleveland is worth more than his 2 in Miami. Dirk's 1 in Dallas is worth more than both of Kevin's in Golden State. Now, if Kevin wins 1 in Brooklyn, that will be worth more than his 2 in Golden State. Listen, I don't make these rules. Antoine does. I just abide by them. Everyone knows they're the rules. So I don't know why KD is getting all upset, except for this is just how he acts, Jenna.
Some of that fancy Common Core math. Next up, Pacers guard Victor Oladipo announced he's going to sit out the NBA restart in Orlando. The All-Star has played just 13 games this season, plagued by knee and back injuries, but they were 13 of the team's last 18 before everything shut down back in March, so he was picking up steam. But, Nick, did this surprise you?
It did surprise me. I mean, I thought he was a healthy player, and so I thought he was going to play. I think he understandably, because he had such a horrific leg injury, he wants to be extra cautious, and he knows the Pacers can't compete for a title with or without him. But Wilds, I feel the big winner in this becomes Philadelphia, who now assuredly will move up at least to the 5 and avoid Boston in round 1. So I think it's a big win for Philadelphia. It's a bummer for Pacer fans where it's now almost a certainty they're going to be one and done in the postseason.
So, yeah, although you paint me as like a dyed-in-the-wool Celtics fan, I actually kind of lean towards the Sixers here. I think the Sixers would dismiss the Celtics pretty easily. I'm very worried if I'm the Sixers about Jimmy Butler and the Heat with no fans. We talked about it earlier, Antoine, the ability to self-motivate it. I think Jimmy Butler is just going to be on 11 the entire time, and that Heat team is going to make a lot of noise in Orlando.
No, I think Victor Oladipo is making the right decision. His health is the most important thing. He wants to be 100%. He's looking at getting another big contract down the line.
Yes.
So he's making the right decision if he don't feel comfortable with coming back and playing right now and making this thing a little worse. So he got 13 games to test out. This is the same guy, so he knows where his body's at. So I like the decision by him. And Kevin, I don't know about the Jimmy Butler statement. I don't know. The jury's still out on that statement.
All right, moving on to the Knicks now. New president Leon Rose is ready to embark on his first NBA offseason, and Devin Booker is reportedly a name to keep an eye on for New York. Rose served as Booker's agent before he was named president of the Knicks earlier this year. Antoine, what do you think? Would Booker in New York work?
Booker will work anywhere, on any team in the league. He's a superstar. He'll be a Hall of Fame player when his career is all said and done. But my thing with Devin Booker is that you're just now starting to establish yourself in Phoenix, and you're starting to get some pieces around you. You have a great coach in Monty Williams, and I think that's going to be the difference. I don't think he goes nowhere. I think they continually try to build around Devin Booker and make sure that they continue to keep good players. And he'll go down as one of the top 2 guards to play the game. He has an uncanny ability to score the basketball. But, I think Phoenix will be his mainstay, even though, obviously World Wide West and those guys and Leon, those guys may make it interesting. But I think he remains in Phoenix.
There's nothing I like more than looking out far, far in the horizon. Like, Nick, I don't know how long we're supposed to keep our eye on this. Even the first year of his contract, it runs through 2023, 2024. But here's my favorite thing from Mark Berman for the Post. Recent rumblings are Booker can get tired of the perennial losing in Phoenix, which is run by thrifty owner and Robert Sarver. So maybe you upgrade 1 notch and come to New York, but it's not a huge upgrade.
All right, listen, Wilds, I was going to focus on the same thing you did. The contract he's on runs until we have had 2 presidential elections in this country, so I think it's a little far out. But instead, Antoine, and real quick, man, just where'd you go to college?
University of Kentucky.
That's what it is.
Where'd you go to college? You went to Kentucky. Devin Booker went to Kentucky. Maybe that's why Antoine has a player who has never had a 25-win season. Can Devin Booker first win 30 games before we call him a future Hall of Famer?
Best 2 guards of all time.
Future Hall of Famer.
I missed that.
My God, you cut Antoine. He bleeds Kentucky blue. My goodness. Eric Bledsoe, future Hall of Famer. Excited to know that one. Oh.
Speaking of Hall of Famers, Greg Popovich, there were some rumors that the Spurs head coach would jump to the Nets for a Godfather offer. An offer he couldn't refuse. Yeah, we know what a Godfather offer is, Jenna. Nets GM Sean Marks poured water on the fire over the weekend, saying, I'm sure Pop is quite happy. But Nick, Pop in Brooklyn would have kind of been a fun run, though, no?
Okay, well, listen, I don't know. Would KD and Kyrie accept it? I mean, they've got veto power over their coach, even though KD hasn't played and Kyrie's barely played, so I don't know. This is crazy. This is insane. Unless they literally mean a Godfather offer, meaning that Sean Marks or the new owner of the Nets is going to cut off a horse's head and put it in Pop's bed, he ain't leaving San Antonio. So, no, you can dismiss this. Greg Popovich's going to coach the Spurs Wilds until he retires.
Yeah, I did like. There's nothing more I like than a news story that comes out like, I'm going to downplay this. Downplaying the idea that Michael Jordan's going to come out of retirement and serve as the shooting guard next to Kyrie. Just downplaying it, everybody. It's no truth to that rumor whatsoever, Antoine.
Not at all. This T. Lue's job. T. Lue will be the head coach of the Nets.
Oh.
Pop is finding ways that right there with the Spurs. So T. Lue, Pop, let T. Lue have that job. He'll take that over very well for you.
Nice. All right, Dwayne Wade debuting his new do this weekend. Something I've sort of been toying with. Super hot fire, as the kids say. Nick, if you finally ever decide to get a haircut, buddy, can this be of any inspiration to you?
No. D-Wade, listen, glass houses I know I shouldn't throw about hair, but this looks ridiculous. This was a bad look on Dennis Rodman 20 years ago. It's a bad look on D-Wade right now.
All right. Moving on. Finishing up with a little Iron Mike. TMZ Sports caught the 54-year-old. We going to see it? Flipping a steel shark cage like it's a toy on the beach. It'd be better if there was an actual shark, Wilds.
Well, is this a regulation shark cage? It feels small for shark cages.
Regulation.